Hi Scorpio, welcome to your monthly messages from Spirit reading for March 2021. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. My intentions for this reading is to channel and provide messages from Spirit for you for the month of March. Anything that you should be aware of at this time. Anything that maybe you should be excited about celebrating, or perhaps even anything to look out for. I welcome any beings of the light at this time to come forward for you to provide these messages. Angels, ancestors, spirit guide, any being of that matter, even passed down loved ones. So if you have any in mind that you would like to welcome at this time, please do so now. This is a general reading for the sun, moon, rising, north node, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Scorpio. This will not resonate with every Scorpio that watches this message. Also, not every single message in this reading may be for you, as this reading is general. Please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone who needs to hear that message. If this reading is not for you, Scorpio, I suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Finally, before I get into the reading, I do want to quickly remind everyone of my monthly contest I hold to give away one free 30-minute personal reading with me to a lucky subscriber. If you're interested in entering your chance to win for the month of March, open up the description box, scroll down a little bit, and you'll find the rules of entry there. Alright, Scorpio, let's get started. Alright, Scorpio, let's do this. So, what does Scorpio need to know for the month of March, Spirit? What does Scorpio need to know for the month of March? Family. Okay, Scorpio, so it says, the situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. Okay, Scorpio, so something about your family is being brought to attention here. There could be a lot going on within your family. There could be a family member who you haven't gotten along with. There could be a family member who may not be doing so well in health at this time. Others of you, if it's not so much a family member, it could be a soul family member, a soul tribe member, someone of like a friend that you've had for many, many years. But the angels and the universe and spirit wants to bring this attention to you, Scorpio, about someone, whether they are your bloodline family members or someone you consider to be your soul tribe. I feel they have a lot of guilt around how they treated you, Scorpio, or maybe even a falling apart between the two of you. That has been on their mind a lot lately. I don't know if they've been trying to get in contact with you. This could also be a passed down family member who is trying to heal a situation in your life and trying to send you love and light and energy to help raise you above whatever is going on in your life, because some of you, it feels sad for some. And others of you, again, this is just an ongoing dispute or disagreement between the two of you. And I feel in March there's going to be an apology, Scorpio, or there's going to be someone that misses having you in their life, wants to reconcile, wants to heal. And I just feel, Scorpio, someone just really wants to not fight with you anymore. To not, I feel that they want to build a better relationship with you that they haven't had for quite some time, if not at all. Some of you with this family card, there could be disagreements with your children, with your spouse, ex-spouse, maybe perhaps for some of you. Others of you, I kind of feel that some of you felt like you didn't have the conventional family. You didn't have, a very structured family for some of you. You could have been raised by a single parent, which isn't a bad thing, not at all. But some of you may have been growing up wondering about your other parent, why they weren't there. And if some of you could have had a parent that passed away when you were very young, who has been watching you ever since. And you need to know that. Some of you have come from an adoptive family. You were adopted. Some of you are kind of wondering what your roots are because of that. There's a lot of ancestral healing here, Scorpio, and your ancestors want to come forward to help heal the situation that's in your life, or to heal some sort of ancestral trauma or ancestral pattern, generational pattern that has been going on in your family line. Let's get deeper in this. Some of you could be trying to start a family. Some of you may be finding out you're pregnant, or that someone that you love is pregnant, perhaps. Rejuvenation. Take time to rest and recharge your batteries. Okay, so Scorpio, some of you have been doing a lot to try to keep a family situation together, trying to keep a friend group together. And Scorpio, for some of you, for this card coming up, you've taken too much on to where it's not even your cross to bear. It's not even your burden to carry, but you feel like you're the only one that can fix the situation. It's almost as if for some of my Scorpios here, it's like, if it's not a relationship between you and someone else that's close to you, it's like you feel you're the glue keeping your family together or your friendship group together. And you've been trying so hard to maintain it all. But Scorpio, with this card here, you need to understand what is your responsibility and what is not. And to not let the burdens of others be carried by you. You're empathic all the way. And you feel very deeply concern and love for those that you care about. But for some of you, the angels are pointing towards how you're doing too much. Now, others of you, if it's not so much, again, of a certain dispute going on right now between the people you love, you're a natural healer. I feel that your ancestors are, a lot of them are your spirit guides, and they could be, again, recent passed down loved ones, or even ancient ancestors from down the family line. And you've been doing a lot of healing. You've been doing a lot of cleansing. You've been doing a lot to release and let go of certain patterns that came from your family and have developed within you, and that you've taught yourself doing. But Scorpio, with this rejuvenation card, it's time to rest. It's time to heal. It's time to give to yourself as much as you give to others. Take a break. I feel some of you too, it's like you throw yourself into your work, you throw yourself into a project, and some of you feel very isolated from the people in your family or recently your friend group, and it could be because of COVID, absolutely, but I feel that it's more than that, Scorpio, as if you almost feel like you're very estranged from the people that are in your family, who, whether, again, you're blood related to them or they took you in or whatever the case is, right? But I feel, Scorpio, you need to hear that they love you very, very much in the best way that they can. And for those of you that may have mistreated you, I do feel this need for repentance that's coming from them when they think of you, Scorpio. But know that you've done everything you could, and there's so much that you can do. Your ancestors and passed down loved ones are very proud of you for even taking the first step, for even trying to evolve from what you've come from or what you've learned that may have come from a lower vibrational existence. You're the first in your family line to do a lot. For some of you, it's like you're the first in your family to go to school. You're the first in your family to break free from certain karmic debts or financial debts even. Some of you are trying to pay off a family member's financial debt too, or trying to assist them in some way. I'm picking up on someone here as well that their family member or close friend could have an addiction, whether that's alcohol, drugs, whatever. Addictions come in many different forms. And you've been trying so hard to help that person, heal that person. And as much as you are a blessing in this person's life, you also have to take care of yourself, Scorpio. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. What does Scorpio need to know for March? And I gotta say, if there's family members or close friends where you've put a boundary in for yourself because you needed some time, you needed some relaxation, you needed some space, and they make you feel guilty for that, Scorpio, don't put blame on yourself for that. That's nothing to do with you. That has everything to do with their dependency on you and your energy. Okay? And it's okay to take those breaks. It's okay to take that time away. And maybe there's codependency in your family that you're trying to break away from, that you're trying to, gain independence through, and it's like they keep on dragging you down. And what I want to say with that is, we all have different paths and processes that we go through, but only you can't do the healing for someone. You can't do the growth for someone. They can only choose to do that for themselves. And until they choose, they can't rely on you to do so. I don't know who that's for. Maybe someone's thinking of adoption as well. I'm picking up on and doing the research for adoption. What does Scorpio need to know for the month of March? Ooh, there we go. Vulnerability. All right, Libra had this. So if you have Libra in your chart, or you're connected to a Libra in some way, I suggest watching the Libra reading to see if there's messages for you there. But it says this is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory, where decisions are based more on intuition than intuition. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. Yeah. Okay, so for some of you, there's some sort of feeling that you've never been able to be your true self around your family members, around whoever you've grown up with, whoever is your mother or father figure in your life. And some of you didn't have a mother or father figure in your life, and in some way you were so sensitive as a child, you were so loving as a child that you felt in some way that was used against you because you didn't receive the love that you gave. And some of you still have that sensitivity, you still have that love, but it's very, very protected. And I understand why. I understand why. But your ancestors want to let you know, Scorpio, that your care and your love is a beautiful thing, not a curse, not something that you need to hide, not something that you need to protect. But it is important to decipher when and how much you give of that. Because when you're vibrating so high, Scorpio, when you have so much love, a lot of people don't know what to do with it, or a lot of people just become addicted to that energy that you have. And Scorpio, I feel a lot of you have set the intention of making boundaries in your relationships, creating more priorities for yourself. And some of you, I feel, I just heard like family secret. I don't know what that's about, but you've been holding something from your family or something about your family, that it's okay to let it out. You do need to tell someone. I don't know who this is for, or at least you need to come to truth about what you experienced, and if you were gaslighted, if you were shunned for it. Again, that has nothing to do with you. That has to do with someone's comfort in facing the truth. But yeah, Scorpio, what you need to know, if you don't receive that love and support from your family members or from your soul family, your soul tribe, right now you're feeling kind of estranged or lonely, know that your ancestors are very, very proud of you. Very proud of you for still holding that light, for wanting to change the family dynamic, for wanting to outgrow certain conditions and patterns that you learned at a very young age that isn't your true authentic self. A lot of you, your third eye is opening, or your crown chakra is opening, and those messages are coming from your ancestors, or you're seeing certain visuals. I feel a lot of you are clairvoyant, and you're seeing a lot even from like I don't know, it's like almost as if you think you're seeing visions of your past lives, and really it was the lives of your ancestors you're seeing through their lens. That's only for you if you feel that intuitive nudge, right? But overall, Scorpio, you've done so much work, and you need to recognize how much work you've done to heal yourself. Because once you started to heal yourself, you started to heal those before you that may have contributed to the patterns that you've learned and that you stuck with for so long, until you realize this isn't who I am anymore. This is who I don't want to be. Wow. Okay. Let's see what the tarot has to say. What does Scorpio need to know? I get a feeling for, someone out there, someone's ancestors are making it very clear that before, in the line before you, there was a lot of persecution, oppression that they had to go through, that they had to face, that they weren't able to rise above until you came in to do it. I don't know who that's for, but you've gone a lot farther than a lot of your ancestors ever even wished or dreamed that they could have. I don't know. That's for someone. What does Scorpio need to know from March, Spirit? There we go. Yeah, 5 of air, Aquarius energy. Some of you could have Aquarius in your chart, perhaps. An unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation. Review everyone's motives. Yeah, so there's someone that feels guilty or ashamed of how they treated you, or what they did in raising you for some of you, or not raising you for others of you. Yeah, with this right under the family card, there's a lot of tension around, or was a lot of tension around you and your family members in some way. But I feel, Scorpio, someone's going to have a talk about what they did and how they're sorry for doing it. And if it's someone that has passed on, you need to know that they were not in the right vibration. They were not the people that they wanted to be for you. And that they are sorry for the way that they treated you, or even the things that they said to you in your family. Someone said very hurtful things to you that still sticks with you. Let's keep going. What does Scorpio need to know for the month of March? I'm seeing the letter H as in house, like first, middle, last initial. Oh, I just heard Hecate, who is a goddess. Hecate. Some of you may resonate with her or her energy. Some of you could have come from a line of witches or magicians, shamans. Yeah, the devil, ego. Archangel Jophiel is here for you, Scorpio. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. This is what you're breaking free from, Scorpio, and this is what the ancestral line has been chained to. Maybe in your family, for some of you, you may have had, a lot of financial means, but not enough love. And for some, it was like as if your family members only thought that giving you material things was enough, but you didn't have that emotional support. You didn't have that emotional availability that you wished you had. But really, Scorpio, others of you, there is a family member who's just draining you, who's keeping you down. And I don't feel that, they intend to make you feel like you are being drained or that they're taking your time and energy and sucking you dry. I don't know if that's a conscious awareness that they have, but regardless, they're doing it. And I think it's time to set that boundary for yourself. I mean, you've put this person ahead of yourself time and time and time again, and you still don't see any improvement. You still don't see any anything that has been beneficial from it. And then, this is the devil card, Capricorn energy. You could have Capricorn in your chart. You could be connected to a Capricorn in some way. But this is, again, what you're healing was a line of oppression, a line of fear-based thinking and patterns that carried on through a lot of your childhood up until this point and may still occur in your family line. You're either choosing to do something about it or to separate yourself from it. And it is a good choice. Let's get one more card. And you're breaking free from those chains, Scorpio. Know that. What does Scorpio need to know for the month of March? Ten of Fire, Sagittarius energy. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. So some of you may be going through anxiety or have dealt with anxiety in your life, and it's just reoccurring again. But I feel, Scorpio, it's just enough is enough. You're ready to break free. You're ready to heal. You're ready to set boundaries. And your ancestors have your back all the way. And it's what I was saying earlier, right? Of releasing the burdens that are not yours to carry. And feeling okay with doing so. And not feeling responsible for not taking on other people's burdens that just because you love and care about doesn't mean you have to solve everything for them. And then the Two of Water. A relationship that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness. The positive resolution of a conflict. Cancer energy coming through here. So Scorpio, yeah, I do feel there's someone that wants to heal the relationship between the two of you. Who, I don't know, it's like some family member of yours that you claim they're your best friend. They claim, you claim that they're your best friend, whatever the case is, right? Or some of you just, again, with the Two of Waters, like longing for that one relationship or maybe multiple relationships in your family to just be healthy, not toxic, not draining, and that both of you can play a part. But I can say, Scorpio, if you have taken those steps to make those boundaries, it is healing the situation, even if there's fuss after it, even if there's, whatever reaction that they could have by you putting yourself a bit more of a priority, that will fade. It will fade because they don't really have a choice. You're choosing you, finally, and it feels liberating. It feels free to drop the burdens. This is beautiful, Scorpio. All right, so for this last card deck pull, I'm going to ask you guys to ask a question, whether it's about this reading or if it's about anything I haven't touched up on, and we'll see what the angels have to say. Disclaimer really quickly, this may not be so direct as to answer your question, but I invite you to use your intuition to see how this, whatever card falls out, is specifically for you and how it relates to your question. So ask your question now. Let's go ahead and get into it. What is the answer to Scorpio's question? What is the answer to Scorpio's question? A year from now. All right, a year from now is the answer to your question. The things that you're doing now, Scorpio, I feel it's not even just going to show in a year from now, but you're going to start to see all the tiny blessings, big and small, that are going to show itself throughout the year. A lot of people are going to gather around you, and so even if you decide to cut certain ties, certain relationships, I feel that they'll be replaced with people more in your vibration who understand you. Also, I'm just really drawn to this world right here. Some of you are meeting people online or through groups, social groups. You're trying to better connect with people who understand you, and it will be working, and you'll have a whole new soul family that you can resonate and vibe with throughout the whole year. I feel there's a lot of people that are meant to be in your life, Scorpio, that haven't arrived yet, but you'll see more and more as you continue throughout this year. But yeah, Scorpio, this is a beautiful reading, and your ancestors love you and are very proud of all that you've done so far for yourself, and even if you haven't recognized it, for the family line as well. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope that this message resonated with you in some way. If it did, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Scorpio, very much. And I'll see you next time. Take care, Scorpio.